Hi, everyone.
Good
Welcome to the
afternoon.
webinar. Good
Welcome.
afternoon. Um,
How are you, Aaron?
welcome. I'm good, thank you. How are you, Sahar?
I'm good as well. Yes, today it's sunny and a little bit windy, and I love it.
Yes, the temperature is very nice. And yes, very sunny. Fantastic. Tell us, what's the weather like in your hometown?
Aaron, would you
Um,
like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Aaron. I'm 22. I'm from Cork, Ireland. I've been living in Bologna for 4 years, and I've been working at the school for 2.5 years. And what about you, Sahar?
Um, I'm Sahar from San Francisco, California. I'm originally from Iran, and that's why the name is not clearly American. Um, I've lived in Italy for 16 years. I think only 3 though in Bologna. And yeah, I also work at my English school, Bologna Mille. And what else? No, that's pretty much
And
it. That's pretty much
and
it.
and you're having rice for lunch.
And I'm having rice for lunch, which takes 45 minutes to cook.
Wow, it takes 45 minutes to cook rice.
Can you believe that?
It's incredible.
It's like the universe hates me.
Okay, welcome everyone. If you're joining us now, please tell us in the comments, introduce yourselves and tell us what's your favorite holiday location.
Yes. What is your favorite holiday location?
My favorite holiday location, I'm going to say somewhere sunny where there is a beach, or no, maybe a city.
Mm-hmm.
A city, yeah,
Is there
where
one
you can go
particular
sightseeing.
city that you like?
Hmm, I don't know. I can't really choose. Do you have a favorite holiday location, Tahar?
So difficult. Yeah, actually, yeah. I've been there once in my life, but I plan on going there again. And I think it's basically paradise on earth. And that's the little island of Favignana in, oh God, I forgot. In Sicily.
Oh wow, nice.
Yes. It's
Um,
amazing. The sand is completely white. The
wow.
sea is crystal blue. And yeah, that's my favorite location if I have to name it. But generally, I prefer going like sightseeing near a city that has a beach.
So a city which has a beach. Nice.
Yes.
And when did you go to Favignana, is it?
That's Favignana. I think it was like 2 years ago because I went with our colleagues, Rosie and Natalie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we went there together. And it was very funny because we didn't organize. Uh, we didn't
No?
organize, no, at all. And like we didn't organize, we organized Sicily, but we didn't organize Favignana that well. We just
Hmm.
decided one day to go, and we wish we had stayed there longer.
Because it was really beautiful.
So beautiful. You have no idea. So
Wow.
beautiful. Yeah.
Fantastic. If you're joining us now, introduce yourselves. Tell us where you're from, what's your name, and tell us what is your favorite holiday location.
Mexico.
Mexico? Yucatan?
I was supposed to go in 4 days.
Oh no.
I'm gonna cry. In order to forget about Mexico, I signed up on Disney Plus.
We did as well because we're
Yeah.
in this period we are rewatching all of the Star Wars movies.
Oh my
And
god.
so they're on Disney Plus,
We
So
started. Yeah, we started watching all the X-Men movies.
the X-Men movies.
I love the X-Men. Yeah.
Are they on Disney Plus as well? Ah, very nice, very
Yeah,
nice.
it's my favorite superhero movie. They are. My favorite
Really?
superhero movies.
I
Yeah. What do you have to say about it? Come on, I want to hear that.
I like the characters. I don't
But
particularly like some of the films aren't particularly good.
such as
No? Well, the third X-Men was pretty terrible.
God, which one was it?
Final Battle or something, Final something or another.
Probably, yeah. No, the movies are not that great, but I like the story, and I mean, Hugh Jackman is the Wolverine.
True,
In the
true,
parallel universe, there is a Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Like he
of
was born
course.
to play the Wolverine.
Absolutely. Guys, please introduce yourselves in the comments. Tell us what's your name and where are you from, and introduce yourselves. What is your favorite holiday location?
And do you
The
like Star Wars?
and, and X-Men.
Exactly. And I'm gonna watch all the cartoons on Disney. Oh my god.
The Star Wars
Cart
cartoons or the
no. But also, but the cartoon, no, they're like the Disney cartoons that I haven't seen since I was a child, and I miss them so much. Yeah. Well, I
Of
don't have
course.
anything to do, honestly. So
Exactly. Why not? Why
yeah,
not?
well,
Shall we have a look at our focus?
let's dig into it.
Okay, here it is. We have vacation plans. Remember, vacation is more the American word, while holiday is more British.
Wow.
What do you say, Sahar?
I
Do you
say
prefer holiday or
vacation.
vacation?
Oh God, I would say holiday, but that's because we have such a like a large amount of Brits in our school, you included, that just
Not
yeah.
British.
No, you're not British, you're Irish, but still, like you would say holiday, not vacation.
Yes, I'd say holiday, yeah.
How do you say it? Tomato or tomato?
Tomato.
Okay, see, it's same thing. So my language, my accent has been colonized.
Okay. Interesting. So anyway, whichever you prefer, holiday or vacation. Let's have a, oh, these people look like they are having fun.
Oh yeah, they look like they should be social distancing.
True, true.
They shouldn't be this close.
So so during a holiday, if you drive around with your car, this is called a, do you
Road
know,
trip.
Sahar? Road trip.
I would love to have a
Road
road trip,
trip.
but only in
Yeah.
Europe.
This is traveling around by car. Have you ever been on a road trip, Sahar?
Always. With my parents, when we travel in Europe, we do road trips. So basically, if we want to go to Germany, oh, I love like how you cover my face. Want to go to Germany, we stay because we have family there. We stop in either German cities, so such as München or Nuremberg, or in northern Italian cities. So it's just like basically stopping at whichever we all like, and that's an example. So, for example, last year we went to Budapest, but before arriving to Budapest, we also stopped at Ljubljana and like stayed there a night and so on.
Nice, very nice. I did something similar. We went around Lake Garda by car. So we started in Desenzano. We went all the way to Riva del Garda, and then we came all the way back the other side.
From
And then
Veneto.
returned. Yes, exactly.
The Lake Garda is really nice, especially I don't know Lombardy. I've never been on the North Lombardy side of Garda, but I've been to Malcesine. That's like the northernmost point, and it's amazing, Malcesine.
Very nice, very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But tell us, if you're joining us now, introduce yourselves. Tell us what is your favorite holiday location, and have you ever been on a road trip?
I love
Um,
road trips.
yeah. In this focus activity, Sahar, can you read, please?
We're gonna choose vacation and look at there is and the verb to want.
Hmm. So, what do you want in this moment, Sahar?
I want to go to Mexico.
Okay, that's very nice. You don't
Very
want some
sad.
rice?
No, honestly, I can wait an hour for the rice. I can have rice in Mexico. God,
Wonderful.
it's so sad.
Excellent. So anyway, vacations. Do you prefer the beach or the mountains? Do you prefer the city or the countryside? Tell us in the comments, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the beach or the mountains? The city or the countryside? So the form is I prefer.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath we have a question with like or prefer. So remember that with like and prefer, we either use an object or a verb plus ing.
Exactly.
Verb
Like a
plus
noun. So, for
ing.
example, in this case, you can say, I prefer the beach, and that's the
Exactly.
noun. Otherwise, you can use the verb and say, I prefer going to the beach, and use the verb
Exactly.
go.
Yeah, let's put that example up as well. We'll put I prefer the beach, or I prefer going to the beach. In the
Mhm.
second case, we are talking about the activity. While in the first case, we're looking at the place. Yeah.
The concept itself, yeah, the place. So, which one do you prefer, Aaron? The beach or the mountains?
I think I prefer the mountains.
Oh wow, why?
Because I like hiking, and I don't particularly like when it's too hot.
Okay,
And what about you, Sahar? Do you prefer the mountain or the beach?
the beach. Because of the opposite, I don't like hiking, and I love the heat.
Hiking is an interesting verb as well. Hiking, it's when you walk in
On
the
the mountain.
mountains.
Yeah. I love swimming in the sea. I love sunbathing. I love playing with the sand, especially playing with the sand. Gotta be very
Hmm,
honest.
nice.
And yeah, miss it. But I don't like those, kind of beaches that we have, for example, in the northern Italy. So, like in Emilia Romagna, like
Hmm.
Ravenna and no, not Ravenna, maybe Rimini, for example. That they're like basically these places are just beaches. I want to go find the beach for myself.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. I don't particularly like those types of beaches either. I prefer
Mhm.
free beaches.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you prefer to discover your beach. By the way, you also mentioned an interesting activity, which is sunbathing.
Hmm.
Pay attention to the pronunciation if anybody's watching. Bathing with the th,
Yeah.
and it's staying in the
Sunbathing.
sun.
Basically like this and just letting the sun do the work on you. Change your color
Exactly.
since I'm very
Exactly.
white. Um and what else do I like about Oh yeah, I hate that the reason why I hate the fact that a lot of people are on the beach and it's already been colonized is the fact
Hmm.
that some people give food to birds next to me.
Really? They feed
Yes,
birds
yes,
next to
and
you?
not any birds, not their parrots or whatever birds they have. No, pigeons, pigeons
So you've had people feeding pigeons
and
next to you on the
seagulls
beach
and seagulls.
and seagulls as well.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
let's write these up as well. We have seagull. Is it with two L's or one L? Seagull. No,
it's
one
with
L maybe. Two L's. You're sure?
Yes.
So seagull is, let's say, how do we describe it?
It's a white bird. It's very disgusting. In San Francisco, they are as big as a bus and they attack you.
That lives
Near the
near the
ocean.
sea. Near the sea.
Usually near the ocean.
Well, I suppose. You have them in Italian cities as well.
True, true. Usually where there's water, they also actually you're right. In Verona, there are so many, and we have a river. That's it.
Also, the verb is to feed. Feed is to give
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 food to
food
animals, or
or
even
to
a
people.
child. Okay, people, yes. I was gonna go minimize it to the category of only children, but literally also anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so basically just people feeding seagulls next to me, and I have a phobia of seagulls because they've attacked me many times in the land of California because I had fish and chips, and
Okay. And the seagulls tried to eat your fish and chips.
tried to eat my hand also. Like I
So,
had the fish and chips like this in my hands, and they just got it and also scratched my hand in the meantime.
wow.
Yeah.
So you lost all of your fish and chips
It was
and
so funny because my cousin told me Sahar, be careful. And I was so admiring. I was looking lovingly at this fish and chips that I forgot to cover the food. So basically he went he went to find a spot to sit, and then as I arrived I was he's like, what happened? The seagulls ate my food. So he went and bought another one.
oh no.
Oh my god, I will never
That is
forget it.
that is so sad.
That is so sad, yeah.
That is so
And
sad.
I hate them.
Okay. Excellent. So tell us in the comments, do you like seagulls or
Do
do
you
you hate
like
seagulls?
pigeons? Yeah.
Do you prefer seagulls or pigeons?
They should all. I can't really give hate messages on YouTube now, can I?
No, exactly.
But do you prefer the city or the countryside?
Good question. So remember that the countryside is the area outside of the city. There's usually more nature, more trees, more green. There are
Yes.
usually farms, animals,
Everything,
tractors,
everything.
everything. Exactly.
Oh god.
So yeah, do I prefer the city or the countryside? No, I definitely prefer the city because there are more things to do, more activities that you can do. You can visit museums, you can go sightseeing, sightseeing, which means visiting important monuments, and you can also, I don't know, go to
You
the
can do
cinema,
many
see a show.
things
Many, many things, exactly.
in the
And
city.
what do you prefer, the city or the countryside?
It really depends. If it's in the United States, I wouldn't stay in the countryside because it's usually where, bad things happen. So stay in the city. Also bad things happen. But anyway. But in Italy, I don't know, Tuscany, for example. I've been to Florence many times. And I personally prefer maybe staying in the countryside and take the car and go to the city, but having a place to stay in the countryside.
Nice.
Because
And
the countryside of Tuscany is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
and so what do you like about the countryside?
The green, also the places to stay are really nice. Not hotels. Whenever we stay at whenever we go to Tuscany, we try to not to stay in hotels, but those little houses that people rent, not Airbnb, but kind of like apartment.
Okay, very nice, very
Not even an
nice.
apartment, a house. It's so difficult to explain.
Yeah, why not? An apartment, yeah,
Yeah,
or a
but if
house.
it's, for example, like Barcelona, these kinds of
Hmm.
cities that are, you go there because of the city. Yeah, gotta stay like in the city.
Hmm. Nice, nice. If you're joining us now, please answer the questions on the screen. Do you prefer the beach or the mountains, the city or the countryside? And what do you like to do there? So, do you like shopping? Do you like, I don't know,
I I
sunbathing?
personally I personally whenever I travel with my friends, I love them and I hope they're not watching this. I absolutely love them. But it really, really bothers me the fact that, for example, we go to another city and they're like, "Oh my god, let's go to Zara here." And I'm like,
It's
"We came
exactly
all
the
the way,
same.
sorry, we came all the way to Madrid just so you can go to Zara?" I don't think so. Yeah. My mom is also like that. I remember when the last time I went to San Francisco, it had been a long time since, and my dad missed the Golden Gate more than I did. He was like, "I have to see the Golden Gate. I want to see the Golden Gate," and my mom was like, "But let's go to Macy's." And my dad is like, "We came all the way to San Francisco to go to Macy's. What the?"
So you don't like shopping, do you?
I love shopping, but not when I'm in another city where I can, like, visit monuments and, check out the history and the culture and all that.
Mm,
Yeah.
very nice. We have a comment here. Do you want to read it, Sahar?
Hi, I am Amina from Turin. Hi, Amina.
Welcome,
How are
Amina.
you?
Welcome to the stream.
What do you prefer?
Exactly. What do you prefer? Do you prefer the beach or the mountains? The city or the countryside? Why?
What do you like to
Remember,
do? So many
exactly, what do
questions.
you like to do? So many questions. Remember that the countryside is the area outside of the city, the rural area where you have
Yeah.
animals and farms, trees, nature,
The
and
countryside of Sicily is like the scariest thing ever because I don't know why. um, when I went there, we ended up on, well, there aren't many highways. So we ended up in a street that wasn't even a street. It was basically sand. It was scary. I thought that the mafia would just jump out.
oh, wonderful. And we have a message from Amina. Do you want to
I
read it?
prefer going to the beach because I really love swimming. I can do lots of things, either a lot of things or lots of things. No A in this case,
Hmm.
just lots of things. It's true. Like, in there are some cities that, for example, even Rimini, it's kind of nice when you go there and there is the beach, but there's also a city next to the beach, and you can just
Yeah, it's
go
true.
take a look. It's really nice.
Mm. I visited Rimini about a month ago, just
Mm-hmm.
before the lockdown, and it is very beautiful. The
Really.
city and also the beach, of course. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly like big, crowded beaches.
No,
Crowded is also a good adjective. This is an
a lot
adjective.
of people
Crowded.
crowded. When you go to now, it's impossible to have a crowded place, so that's good. Crowded is a place is crowded when there are a lot of people. So it basically happens to Rimini, Milano Marittima, in summer.
Yes, crowded. Um, and yeah, so also, do you prefer to travel alone or with someone? Let's look at this question here. Sahar. We have an answer already from Amina. She says, I prefer traveling, or I prefer to travel with my friends. Very nice.
Yeah, I
Remember,
also prefer travel. I like traveling with everyone. I'm very easygoing when it comes to traveling. So with friends, with family, with by myself, with the
oh,
enemy. Like it was silent.
sorry. I realized I misspelled crowded. Um,
Yeah.
wait.
No, instead of the U, we put the W.
Yeah.
So,
Crowded with lots of people.
do you prefer to travel alone or with someone, Aaron?
Definitely with someone. Although I've never traveled alone before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've never traveled alone before, so maybe I will like it. I don't know. But usually I prefer traveling with a friend or maybe with my girlfriend or with someone to share the experience.
Yeah. I think I traveled only once by myself. No, it's been no. I don't remember now, but only once. And I went to Rome for one day. It was very
Nice.
awful because it was raining and I had like my bag because I didn't really book a hotel to stay.
Mm.
Horrible.
Oh,
It was
why?
basically I flew from Palermo to Rome early in the morning, and my train from Rome to Verona was in the evening, like at 6
Hmm.
or 7. So I had the whole day to visit Rome,
Hmm.
my bag with me, tired because I really didn't sleep because the flight was at 5 a.m. in from Palermo. Yeah, not a great idea.
Not a good idea to try to visit Rome like that. And let's look at some activities. So, Sahar, do you like taking photographs?
Yes, I actually very much enjoy taking photographs. Not professionally, just for myself. I paparazzi a lot.
Who do you take photos of?
Who the person I'm traveling with? Haha.
Oh, oh yeah, I remember in
Naples.
Naples. In Naples,
Yes, but
you
we have
kept
yeah.
taking pictures of everyone.
Yeah, and I have good memories of everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone being annoyed at you. So, Amina, tell us, do you like taking photographs?
Mhm. Do
And
you
do you?
like go?
No, go ahead. I've already asked you a question.
Do you like relaxing?
Yes, I do. I think everyone likes relaxing.
Yeah, but when
Um,
you go on holiday, do you like
well,
relaxing?
yes, I like to do active things, but also relaxing. I like to mix both things, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
have one day and one day, or have maybe relaxing then in the morning, but doing something more active in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And do you like, sorry, Sahar, do you usually send postcards when you're on holiday?
When I was younger, like a teenager, I
Hmm.
I would I would send postcards, but to myself. It was like a diary. So basically, every day on my holiday, I would buy a postcard, write down how my day was, and then send it to myself in in Verona. So I had this little book of travels, but that happened only when I went to Germany. That's it.
So there was that one time you sent
That
10
was
postcards.
exactly. But it was nice.
Okay, nice. Sometimes if I find a really nice postcard, I'll buy it to then stick it up on the wall or, um, as a souvenir.
Yeah.
But I usually don't send them. Okay, I think we can probably move on, or do you have other questions to ask?
Hmm. Do you like eating traditional food when you go in another country, or do you usually eat at Italian restaurants or McDonald's?
Tradition.
I can read Amina's for now.
Oh
I
yes, perfect.
prefer
I'll put
go
it up on the
sightseeing.
board.
I prefer going sightseeing because it's very interesting. I can visit the city and I can see most places. I really like discovering new things. So be careful. We said this earlier, but don't worry about it. When we use prefer and like, we put the verb in ing. So I prefer going sightseeing, or just I prefer sightseeing. And I like discovering new things. But very good. Me too. I love discovering new things. I love getting lost.
Exactly, me too. I really like exploring the city, definitely. And Amina, tell us, do you like eating traditional food when you go on holiday? I love eating traditional food when I go on holiday.
Traditional food
Um,
from the place.
Absolutely, from the place I'm staying in, because it's part of the experience, you know.
Exactly. So it never happened. It never occurred to you to go to like McDonald's, or
Only if I'm desperate.
only if you're desperate. I like asking people, like people from the place, if they know any restaurants that
Mm,
they like to, that they think has the best traditional food.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Local recommendation, definitely.
Exactly, local recommendation. Or the I don't really like TripAdvisor. I don't think it's that great. So I use Reddit for,
Really?
yeah, for recommendation, and it's actually very good.
So do you post a question or?
If the question doesn't already exist, yeah, I just ask. Like, yo,
Okay.
anyone has
So
this
would you go on the
recommendation?
subreddit of the country?
Sorry?
Would you go on the country subreddit or like where would you post the question?
Uh I think, yeah, the city maybe. Because
Ah,
then the country is like too big. So I used it in Lisbon
uh-huh.
because in I originally started my journey, my trip from
Mm-hmm.
Porto in
Mm-hmm.
Portugal. And in Porto they have this very great dish, very fat, but very great, that it's called the francesinha, but it's only from Porto. So when I went
Mm.
to Lisbon, I really couldn't find a place that they had it. So I just like went on Reddit and like, oh, do you know a good place for francesinhas?
Yeah. Oh,
And
that's really nice.
they found it. It was so great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I must use it more often then. I'll have to try it.
Hmm.
Okay, so now we have an activity here. We have some pictures on the right, A, B, C, and D, and you need to match it with the services at the hotel. We have the swimming pool, the beach, room service, and breakfast.
Okay, I
So
must
tell us in
say,
the comment.
I love
Oh,
apartments, like renting apartments,
mm-hmm,
but I also love staying at hotels, especially when like it's a beach holiday.
mm,
Yeah, so hotels are my favorite.
nice. We have an answer here. Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
yes, I love eating traditional food when I go to restaurants. Like, I like trying new dishes. Yeah.
Excellent. Dishes. That's a very good word. And we already have the first matching. A is swimming pool. I think that Amina is correct. Yes, very good. Let's see about the other ones as well. So, oh, we have B, breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
We
I
can
think
see.
breakfast at the hotel is very important.
Oh my
Uh,
God, it's like my
it
favorite thing.
to have the breakfast at the hotel.
I swear. I in Iran, I think the best breakfast I've ever had was in a hotel, both in a hotel in Turkey and in Iran.
Hmm.
The best omelets.
Really?
And Egypt and like Middle Eastern country. Well, Egypt is not really Middle East, but Middle Eastern African hotels have the best breakfast, in my opinion.
Nice. Very nice. I've never been to any of these countries, but the next time I go, I will definitely try the breakfast.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so tell us in the comments, which do you think is the most important for a hotel? Is it the swimming pool, the breakfast, room service, or the beach? Which
The
is the
breakfast.
most important? For me, the same as you, Sahar. Yes, I would say breakfast.
I mean, I
Um,
think everything equally because, well, the swimming pool I don't really care, but I have to like also check the beach. So if I'm going to a hotel where it's beachfront, so it's in
mhm,
front of the beach, I have to see if I can actually go to the beach or if it's only rocks.
mm,
Because if I'm going to that hotel, it's basically because I want to also swim in the sea.
hmm.
So that's also an important point.
Definitely, that's a good answer. Um, so yeah, Amina, tell us, which is, in your opinion, the most important for your holiday hotel experience? For me, it's definitely the breakfast because usually um, I'm less interested about the hotel. I'm
Mm-hmm.
more interested about the city or the place I am staying in.
Yeah,
So for me, it's important just to have a good breakfast in the morning, and then I leave the hotel and I go to explore the city, or I go hiking, or I go to the beach, etc.
yeah, but it's like for me, it's still an important thing. Like choosing the hotel takes takes me a long time because I
Hmm.
have to read not all of them, but most of the reviews.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And Amina says the breakfast at the hotel is very important for me. I agree with you, Amina. Okay, so about choosing hotels, let's choose some hotels. So tell us in the comments again, which hotel do you prefer and why?
Which one of I can't really see
So
it.
we have two hotels here with some very beautiful rooms,
Mhm.
and Hotel A has a swimming pool and room service, while Hotel B has a swimming pool and breakfast.
Well, B. I prefer I prefer Hotel B because the room looks very beautiful.
Hmm.
It's very modern. It has a swimming pool and it also has breakfast included.
Exactly, yes. And also I think that it has a balcony and it's probably in the city. So maybe it has a swimming pool, so it's great, you can take a break from sightseeing and go swimming, you know.
Exactly.
Yes, I definitely prefer Hotel B because usually I never order room service.
Oh no.
I find it very strange to eat in the room.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you some stories about room service, but maybe next time.
Are they that bad? Oh no. Anyway, we have another comment from Amina. Can you read, please?
When I want to book a room, you maybe, oh god, reserve. Even in the case of like restaurant, I would say I book a table, but you have a reservation. So I would say when I want to book a room in a hotel, the first question is if the breakfast is included in the price. Yes, exactly.
Question.
Actually, that's basically my father's way of choosing hotels. It's like, okay, whatever. If you like it, you like it, but is breakfast included?
That's the important information. Important information. It's true.
Like the most important in my, well, everyone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have another. We have another option. We have option two different hotels. We have A that has a swimming pool and breakfast included, and B has a swimming pool, room service, and a beach. And I think also the locations are very different.
Yeah. Oh, it's completely different. I would say both.
Hmm.
Because, like, Hotel A is clearly in the countryside, and it's basically very downtown Abbey.
It is, isn't it?
It's like basically when you want to go there to have tea with the owner of the property
Hmm.
and the breakfast.
True, true.
And Hotel B is basically, oh my god, it's basically my hotels in Mexico.
That's a heart, don't cry. Yes, it's tropical, it's near the sea, it looks very luxurious.
It's impossible that it doesn't have a breakfast included.
Impossible.
Impossible. Like, no, because like hotels that are like this is a five-star hotel,
Hmm.
beachfront, and it's basically a whole city for itself. It's impossible that they don't have breakfast included. Because
Mm-hmm.
where would you go? Like the whole land is a hotel.
It's true, it's true. So
They
you
should
would
have
prefer B?
also, mm, just because my next journey was going to be Mexico, yes, but just
Okay.
because of that.
Okay, nice, nice. But both of them look very nice, I think. So
Which one would you prefer?
I don't know.
Oh, I had to choose. You have to choose.
Um, I would go for Hotel B as well. Just because it's something different. If I want something like Hotel A, I just go to visit my grandparents in Ireland. Like it's obviously it won't be that big, but that's the style and that's the kind of
Really?
place.
They have a
So
house?
yeah, they have a house and it's very old. So this is exactly the style of the house.
Oh,
Obviously,
okay.
imagine just the first part of the of the building. But
Okay,
yeah,
that's very cool.
no swimming pool, no.
Oh, okay. But still, it's really nice.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Okay, let's have a look at the next activity. Do you want to read, Sarah?
Pick a destination for each season. Explain your choice. In winter, I want to go to the mountains because I want to ski. And then
Mm,
destinations: the beach, the mountains, the city, the countryside. Seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. Activities: relax, go sightseeing, take photographs, send postcards. How good
nice.
am I at reading?
You're great at reading, Sarah. Well done.
An Oscar.
Exactly. You should read an audiobook.
Oh my god.
Um,
Did
so,
you hear the
um,
trauma in my voice when I said summer?
yes, I really did. And Amina, I think, has an answer for the previous slide. We'll have a look. I prefer Hotel B because there are lots of things. The view is very beautiful and relaxing, and I can go for a walk on the beach, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
or I can walk on the beach, or
So
along the beach.
I can go for a walk on the beach.
Hmm. Yeah, I would say it that way.
All right,
Go
so let's
for
go
a
back
walk.
to the next one.
Yeah, go back to the next one.
Now,
Yeah.
since we started with winter, I would say we continue with winter.
Uh-huh.
In winter, I want to go to the mountains because I want to go to the spas.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know how to ski, so that's out of the question. But in the Dolomites and in the north of Italy, in Bormio especially, there are such great spas.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
hot
nice.
springs.
And For me, in the winter, I want to go to the city because I want to go sightseeing. I think that it's easier to go sightseeing in the winter or in the spring or in the autumn because in the summer it's too hot to go sightseeing.
Depends where.
Well, yeah, if you go to Oslo, then maybe no.
Try not to go in winter.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
a good idea.
yeah. Okay, I agree. Yeah.
And
What
what
are
about for the
your
summer?
hmm. In summer? I want to go both to the
Hmm.
beach and to the city. I like visiting cities in summer.
Do you?
Yeah, why not? Cities near the beach,
Well,
so I
that's
can
great. Yeah.
so I can also go to the like when I get tired and then I go to the beach.
Hmm, nice.
Yeah.
Um, in the spring or in the autumn, I like to go to the mountains because I think it's the perfect weather to go hiking in the mountains.
Do you live near the mountains?
No.
Oh, so you generally just like mountains.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
What about you, Sahar?
No, I don't know. I'm very scared of the woods.
Okay, and I'm not gonna ask you why.
No, no, it's not because of anything like weird. It's just I don't like. Well, in the woods, it gets dark pretty fast,
Hmm.
and there is no light. There's not even the light of the moon because it doesn't reach down there. So yeah,
Hmm.
I get kind of afraid.
It's true. But yeah, I don't know.
But that's because I'm a.
I like it. I find them very peaceful. Woods are very peaceful and
But what if
relaxing.
there's an animal?
Yeah, but yeah, of course, but you don't go deep inside the woods. You just stay anyway. Okay, so we are towards the end of our towards the end of our focus. So if you have any questions now for us, please ask us now before we finish.
Now,
Oh, we have another comment from Amina. Can you
in
read, please?
spring, I want to go to the river and park because there are many flowers, or there are. Well, it's basically the period in which flowers bloom, so there are many flowers outside, and it's very colorful.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can say there are
Definitely.
very colorful flowers outside because adjective always before the noun in English.
Exactly.
But it's true. Spring is my favorite season because I don't have allergies.
I do, so it's not my favorite.
Yeah, no, I don't like people with allergies in spring.
What do you mean you don't like people with allergies?
I I have a pet peeve, something that really really annoys me a lot, and that's when people sneeze.
Really?
Yes.
But it's not our fault
I
if we
know, I'm
sneeze.
sorry, but I don't.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's just the noise. It makes me. Ugh. No, but
Anyway,
in
let's.
spring, I
Sorry,
want
go
to
ahead.
go. Oh, excuse me.
No,
In
no, go
spring,
ahead. Go ahead.
I want to go to the city also, or to the countryside, the Tuscan countryside. It's amazing in spring.
Nice. And yeah, so let's review some vocabulary, some stuff that we looked at. Remember that crowded, I think this is the correct spelling, is an adjective for lots of people.
Yes.
Um, can you explain sightseeing, Sahar?
Sightseeing is when you go to another city and you visit the most important monuments and buildings and statues and so on.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And
Another activity that we looked at when you go to the beach is sunbathing. So basically, staying right there and like letting the sun change the color of your skin.
exactly. I'll let you also explain. Well, I'll say feed also is give food to an animal or maybe to a person.
For
And I'll
whoever
let
is
you
watching,
explain.
never feed seagulls or pigeons in my presence. Or
Exactly.
seagulls
Um,
are basically very large birds that are white. They live near the sea, the ocean, also near the rivers, and they attack people in San Francisco. So whenever you go to San Francisco and you want to eat near the Pier 39, be careful of the seagulls.
mhm.
I'm not exaggerating. And they're
And if you are traveling around by car, it's called a road trip.
lovely. We covered all of it.
Yeah, so thank you very much for joining us. We will see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.